Didgeridoo! I'm back! With more Let's Play Resident Evil 2. So last part I said I was going to explain something, but I do not remember what I was going to say. Why am I doing this? I have no idea. Okay. 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 What am I? What have you say then? So the unicorn medal, this is what the message was referring to. An old fountain something is written here. To obtain the key to open your heart. I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. Unicorns are beautiful. Unicorns might not even exist. So, I don't know. Heart key. Oh, fail. Well, now I'm going to explain, because I remember what I was actually going to say. Now we walk back this way. How fun. Wow. What I was going to explain is... Ow, my stomach like cramped up now. Holy crap. Okay. Whew. It still hurts like heck. But the doors are separated into keys. Now underneath the door slot it says like what it is. So if it's a heart door, which only has one key that it's used. So if it's a heart door, you gotta use a heart key. Diamond key, you gotta use a diamond key. Spade key, you gotta use a spade key. And club key, you gotta use a club key. That sounds pretty. That's pretty obvious right there. I mean, it's basic. I didn't even have to say all of them, but you see, we're gonna push this because there's something we're gonna get, and this is not important to us right now. But you always seem to get items in this game that you won't need, and that's kind of a strategy for Resident Evil. They kind of do that to you, so you keep your inventory, full of stuff. So basically, what happens is you think you need to use it right away, so you keep it, and then you eventually run out of time, and you have to run back. So if you skipped any zombies, you have to run past them again. And that even adds to more to the suspense. A patrol report. Patrol report, September 20th, 9:30 p.m. Reporter Sergeant Neil Carlson. We received a report of a suspicious individual sulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4 plastic explosives, an electronic detonator, 9x9 parabellum rounds, and an infrared scope. Broken. Ended report. The patrol report has been filed. Now, who would run away? I mean, that's kind of creepy if you think about it. If you think about the context of the game, and you can just imagine the city in which the game takes place, then you can just imagine how creepy that would be your first time through the game. Reading it, or maybe even more than your first time reading through it, playing through the game. It really adds to the suspense of the little messages they have scattered around the game. Also, I wanted to mention something. These zombies that were reaching out trying to grab me, they don't appear again. So basically, once you get set free from them, then they're gone. And they will eventually crawl into a window. If you play the game a certain way, they will crawl into a window, crawl out the window, and they will actually come and get you. But by the time that happened to me, like my first time through, there was no reason to come back here. And once there's no reason to come back here, I didn't have to take the trip. So I didn't take the trip. And that's basically what the gist of it all. Now we're going to do this puzzle right now. It's like the thing said. I don't know if I read it to you. Something is written on the mountain. The god of sun and the god of moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release Red Soul. Well, you see these little switches, these little indentations on the ground, or I guess you can tell by the thing on the wall. Basically what we have to do is, I use that word a lot, just saying. Basically what you have to do is you have to make them both look at him. Well, that's easier said than done. Not really. Just push this like this. If you not push it up against the wall, or you'll be done and you'll have to reset the area and come back through, and that is really annoying. If you're not using this for a walkthrough and you're using this for a Let's Play and I'm doing something wrong, well, why don't you comment and tell me? Because, I'd like to know what I'm doing wrong, if anything. So, first one has been pressed, and there's going to be a message later on in the game that does reference to these statues, but you're not going to have to worry about that because, well, basically we're doing it right now, so what she says in the report, yes, it's she, the secretary, what is in that report, it doesn't matter right now because basically we're doing it right now. So, but it does have some pertains to the story in some way. And this looks exactly like Tyrannos, which we will see later on in the game. He's not necessarily a character, he's just a statue, and he has an important item that we are going to need. And yeah, so this is a red jewel. It's about the size of a fist. When you check it, it turns into the name Virgin Heart, and it has a big significance to the game, which we will continue on. And David, or whoever that guy was that reported that thing. And you know what? We're just gonna waste him with this because, well, you know what? Yeah, that's right. Blew his legs off. Yeah, we're just gonna waste him with that because the regular grenade ammos, and once the key is, let me explain this first. Once the key is useless, you can discard it, and basically, yeah, takes less inventory space. So what I'm saying is we don't need this ammo because this ammo is the weakest of the grenade launcher ammo. So it's not that important to us.
Leon!
And we get some more in here, so. Claire finds Leon.
Claire, you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Some people say this was a stupid game to remake because just solely because they didn't, change the graphics. Like if they would have changed the graphics, it would be okay. But you gotta understand this music. This music is amazing. This music is awesome. So what the graphics don't have makes up in the music. And this is a classic. They remade it with better controls and a little bit better graphics. And that's what's important is that they even care enough to remake a game. I mean, come on, people. I mean, if a company is going to spend time to remake a classic, it is for money, yes, but it also is for, people's enjoyment. And I've heard that this is some favorite people's classics, and that's interesting because, that's a lot of people's interests. But anyway, I realized, like, boards and games. Yeah, we're out. Basically, things in games and movies sometimes, well, cartoons more, is what I'm meaning. You know how an object's highlighted differently from everything else? And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's because of the artist, whoever works on the next picture has to know what's going on. But, like, you'll see boards like boards like so, there, that they're different colors. And the reason why it seems, have you noticed in cartoons like Tom and Jerry, you realize that someone is going to grab something. It's like you're psychic. You can just say, you know what, someone's going to grab this, and then their hand reaches up because things are highlighted different colors in some cartoons. I don't know, some animes too, but that's just an interesting fun fact for you. Just something that basically, that picture that we looked at, which you didn't really check out, it basically, you need to put the shelves in the way they were shown. You gotta put them in between those divots in there. And basically, we just slide this one to the right. And it's pretty simple. It's a simple puzzle. It takes some remembering, but once you memorize what to do, basically, you know how to do it. And then, you jerk to the right. And it opens up this thing that gives us a thing called the Serpent Stone. And I'll try to explain in great detail next time. Not next part, but when we need this object, why it's the Serpent Stone and why it's just so important for us and things of that nature, Things of that nature, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. You do, don't you know? You don't know you're behind on the times, and that ain't bad, that's good, because, I guess, you don't need to know about all the violent things that are happening in the world. Well, they're kind of fun, though. Not fun as in like, oh my god, I'm so excited, what a good story, but, just things I'm gonna shut up before I say something that someone's offended by. So basically, we're gonna lower this ladder down. Lower. No, we don't need to go down. So basically, we don't have to backtrack up here to get certain places anyway. Oh god! Now, I always put my aim on auto, like I've said before, because I don't want to, spend time wasting aiming manually. Who does that? Come on, people. I mean, seriously? It takes forever to turn around. Also, after this part, I will show you a little jig. I will do this jig down a hallway for you, And it's just kind of funky. It's kind of a funky thing to do. Well, you take the lighter. Now, the lighter is going to be very important because, you know, that fireplace I showed you? That is where we're going to need this. So, we're going to take the lighter. And, yeah, let's do this. Will you take the ink ribbon? Sure, yeah, whatever. Just because I want to read the message. Secretary Diary, April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that, you know, where someone might lean against it, you know, with their cute butt or something. Or, she could, I don't know, you don't see her in the game. So, April 7th, I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is a bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things or where he's getting the money to pay for them. May 10th, I wasn't surprised to see the chief came in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nerd person being hanged. Because people get hanged for being nerds now. Okay, a nude person being hung. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. I don't know. Don't go to 4chan then. Don't go to being 4chan if you don't want to see that. So, just saying, don't do it. Don't search it, kids. Don't do it. I told you not to. I'm not your parent, but don't do it. Okay, we're gonna run back downstairs. We're gonna run back downstairs. I'm sorry. Actually, I will run back downstairs, and I will, you know, restart the recording where I finish off. So, yeah, I'll restart the recording where we need to be. Bye.